Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Yeppy Puspitajudin. I'm a student from Mercubuana University. So yeah, in this video I will practice about cloud computing. So this is a part of my assignment, which is cloud computing course. And let me show this thing. So this is a final exam UAS about cloud computing, and the lecturer is Mr. Arif Dwianto STMTI. Okay, so this is only about practice about number 5, which is deploy a service using cloud computing technology, either PaaS, SaaS, IaaS, and explain the service and provide the step to deploy it. Okay. So the first thing is installing kubectl. That maybe takes around 5 minutes. So I using homebrew to install kubectl. Okay, waiting for the connection. It's downloading, and yeah, it's actually already installed, and it's just not linked. So I will link the brew using this command brew link Kubernetes CLI. After that, we will install Minikube. This is to check that we can use Kube as a virtualization or not in this machine. Okay, I'm going on to installing Minikube. Yeah, it's already there, the Minikube. And we going on to the configuration. So I will install NextCloud as a SaaS, software as a service, under Minikube, under Kubernetes architecture. Okay. So the first one, I need to starting the Minikube. So yeah, I will use Minikube start here. So it's downloading VM boot. Yeah, downloading the ISO for the image. Starting the Kubernetes and waiting for so long, and here we got from Minikube status that the host is running, Kubernetes running, APIs, and everything is configured and running now. So we go on to the next, which is setting the NextCloud. Okay. So NextCloud has two main components, which is a server container and a database container. The first, we will start by going over to the database container. Okay, we need to have a file nextcloud db.yaml, and this is the content of the nextcloud db.yaml file. So we have kind of deployment here. We will do deployment, and the metadata is using CloudDB, using NextCloud, and there is a specification here, MySQL. The database is using MySQL, which is version 5. I'm going to the below. Yeah, just a configuration about the DB in NextCloud. Okay, so the port for MySQL is like this, 3306, and we can save that. After setting up the database NextCloud, the next is for the NextCloud database we are set some values. The first is name our Kubernetes deployment is, and we name it NextCloud DB like the file before. And then after the DB we create the kube volumes, which is using this file cloud shared pvc yaml. So yeah, the volume is used when the container terminates, because when it happens everything that is stored in the container will be gone. So the volumes are designed for the durable storage to containers. So we name it NextCloud storage claim, and then we just save it. After that, creating my SQL database component. So we apply the previous YAML file using kubectl apply minf nextcloud shared pvc YAML. Okay, we wait for applying. Yeah, it's already applied. The next is apply to the NextCloud database, NextCloud database.yaml. Apply that also. We wait again. Yeah, it's already applied, created. Okay. So after this process, we need to create the NextCloud server deployment. So the database is running, and the next step is create Kubernetes config. So we use a configuration file for NextCloud server that using kube. So the file is using NextCloud server YAML. So yeah, this is the file. We name it NextCloud server. The app is using NextCloud and etc. etc. This is the mount path. So we need example application. Simple application. I will create only the HTML that I save in var www and HTML. So this is the mount path that the server will detect the application, and we bind the ports into port 80, which is localhost port. Okay. After that, we save the file and then apply also the server. Apply NextCloud server YAML. So yeah, this is to create NextCloud server development and the service. So we wait again. Yeah, it's already created the service and the deployment server. After that, we need Kubernetes ingress, which is in file film cluster ingress. This is the ingress, like the host, CRM, my site.test, agent my site.test. So yeah, this is file my site.test. So we are going to do right now is configure the database related environment variable on the NextCloud web page. First thing that we have to do is make the NextCloud server browser accessible. So we will make the NextCloud is accessible in the browser later. So by default, cloud clients outside the cluster cannot communicate with pods inside of the cluster. So that way we are going to solve this one by creating Kubernetes ingress here. So the ingress will allow external client to connect with the NextCloud in cluster. Okay. So save the ingress configuration. After that we need run to minikube add-ons list. So we can check that the ingress is already enabled and the storage provision already enabled, the default storage class already enabled. So we highlight to the ingress and it's already enabled, so we don't need to re-enable it again. So the ingress is already enabled. After that, we apply the previous cluster ingress file using kubectl apply cluster ingress.yaml. So we need to wait again. So the previous that we have some errors because it say the connection to the server localhost with this port was refused. So I don't know what is the problem is. So I just restart the nginx server here and run this command again. It already finished then. So the ingress is already configured. After that, the IP minikube IP. The IP is already configured and already added to the host. Okay. So the IP is already added here with this file myself.